what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I haven't dove deep on Auburn yet, Jake. Look, certainly the offense is not the best, but I think Hugh Freeze is doing a pretty good job of kind of customizing the offense to what he has, trying to get some success out of it. I mean, the Georgia performance in Jordan Hare, I know they lose that game, but that's a hell of a performance. I mean, they are severely outmatched in that game, and they find a way to kind of carry our lead throughout. They find a way to rack up 200 rushing yards on the ground. I do think Auburn has a pretty damn good defense. And the stats back it up. Pretty salty, giving up under 20 points a game. 5th in the SC in yards allowed. LSU second to last and dead last in those two categories, of course. What do you think, man? Like, LSU's, this to me, okay. And this is without watching film, so it's subject to change once I watch Auburn closer. But on paper, this feels a bit like Mississippi State, where it's like, okay, I can accept that LSU's defense is awful, but this offense is so bad and doesn't threaten you as much in the ways that you're awful that I think you should be able to have much more success defensively this week.
Yeah, because when you look at their quarterbacks, Peyton Thorne, Robbie Ashford, both of them, I mean, they're really struggling to throw the football. Peyton Thorne made his hay running the football against Georgia, but they haven't even really been able to run the football like I thought they would. Jarquez Hunter, who's a really good back. I mean, he's been in the league a long time. Like, he's averaging 3.9 yards a carry this year. And Peyton Thorne's kind of the guy that really has been able to move the football for them. And I look, if there's one thing LSU does okay against, it probably is quarterback run. Yeah. So that didn't really threaten you too much. And if the DBs go out there and have a bad game in this one, it might be even more concerning than we thought. Like, you should have your best day maybe to date. Mm-hmm. And when you look at what Auburn has, or I guess I should say what they don't have on the outside, right? Jay Fair leads their team right now with 196 yards receiving.
Wait. On the season?
On the season.
So one Malik Neighbors game is their top receiver's entire season?
Yeah. Rivaldo Fairweather, their tight end, is their second leading receiver. 15 catches, 145 yards.
Yeah, I saw that he was thinking about bailing on the team after a couple losses.
Yeah. So
because he's a Fairweather.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. I didn't think they got it. I wanted to make sure.
Mario's like, what? Huh? It is what it is. I think they're
Otto Fairweather. Sounds like something out of
Rivaldo.
Okay, Rivaldo
Fairweather.
That sounds like something out of Dance of the Dragons. That should be like the Hand of the King. Oh yes, Sir Rivaldo of House Fairweather.
It sounds like a made up name. Yeah. Like if you had to create like a fake name, you're like, I don't want it to be too generic, but I want it to be wacky. Like
Fairweather, unbelievable. Okay, I'm sorry.
Continue. No, I mean, how do you not? I mean,
Rivaldo Fairweather.
So I mean, laying out their offense, they're not good. They're just not. They're not explosive right now. Yeah. Hugh Freeze will get them to that point. Probably next year he'll have the offense that he feels much better about. Now, he's going to have something for you because he knows he has to scheme you up. He knows that you are struggling on that side of the football. Yep. They've also had a bye week.
Oh,
they've had a bye week. So they've been putting some things together for you for days now. So he's going to have his best game plan, I think. And you're going to see something that you haven't probably seen already on tape. So if they have some success, that will make sense to me. I'm talking about the totality of the game. I don't expect them to move the football like you did from Ole Miss, like you did from Mizzou. And that's really, we've talked about it. Like, this matchup is so much better for the skill set you have on defense than when somebody's trying to go fast and they run the spread and they're in 11 personnel all game long. That's bad for you. Somebody that wants to slow it down, run the football, maybe have some different personnels. Mississippi State, like we've seen you got players that actually play pretty well in that style.
It's a Greg Penn game, like we said.
Yes.
And let's be clear, like, yes, you were awful against Mizzou and Ole Miss, but Brady Cook's second highest rated passer in the SEC, one of the top in the entire country right now. Like, he's on fire. Luther Burden is 1A, 1B.
Leading receiver in the country right now.
Yeah, best receiver in the entire country. That's what I'm saying. Jackson Dart, Lane Kiffin, like these are all very good to elite offenses, at least in the form that they're playing right now. So do Ashford and Thorne maybe have more success against you? Yes, but is it somehow it should not be overwhelming. Now, Emil does raise the specter that, look, the Auburn game always gets screwy and asking if they'll summon, the ghost of Auburn, Bo Nix. I don't know. I do know this. I look, Hugh Freeze, like you talked about, Jake, is, especially in the Georgia game, almost like running like a pseudo triple option in some ways.
Yep.
I love Harold Perkins if that's what you're going to want to run, because he has the athleticism. Didn't Jackson Dart try to option in 2 games ago, and I think Perkins ended up with a TFL? Mm-hmm. He played it perfectly, had the quarterback, had the speed to immediately get the Judkins, played both. Like, okay, you want to try that? Like, it's a big Perk game, big Percules game here. And coming off of maybe his most impactful game of the year.
Yeah, they're 88th in total offense, and I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it would be actually a little bit lower than that. It's 5.3 yards a play. They've scored 17 offensive touchdowns this year, 358 yards per game.
Just don't get them to 4th and 2, because maybe that's when the Halloween seance takes place, and 4th and 2, Bo Nix is somehow risen from the dead.
To give you an idea of where you're at offensively for LSU compared to Auburn, I said a little bit over 5 yards per play. You're 7.81 yards per play. There's 17 touchdowns. You're 34 touchdowns. You have almost 170 yards, I think, more per game offensively than they do. So you have the advantage as far as, your offenses and what you can do in this game, and, how fast you can go, how many points you can score. So, yeah, this is definitely – and Auburn's defense is much better than I thought they would be.
Yeah, they salty.
But this offense for Auburn, they are one-dimensional right now. They can't throw a forward pass.
Well, and I'll take LSU's offense against any defense, right? Missouri's run defense is one of the best in the country, and they got 270 put on their ass. They was averaging 70 per. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
Those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.